Viewer discretion is advised.
Boom, perfect timing.
The rules for when and if an officer should unholster their firearm are vague. It's basically up to the discretion of the officer. If an officer draws their firearm and can claim that they had reasonable fear and needed to be prepared to use force up to and including deadly force, then they are typically free from departmental scrutiny. There are some agencies that require officers to report when they've drawn their firearms, but that's the minority of agencies, not the majority. Not every gun that comes out of a police officer's holster is entirely justified. They are operating under different standards and rules. But just like anybody else in society, if they break the law, a police officer should be held accountable. Officer Terry Daugherty, a 3-year veteran with the Helena-West Helena Police Department, was responding to a call of a person loitering at a gas station. Ed Truitt, a welder from Arkansas, said he and his cousin were asked to leave the gas station by a female officer, but when he went to pull out of the parking lot, he was blocked in by a police vehicle. Mr. Truitt was sitting in the driver's seat of the car when the officer approached with his gun drawn. It was then that Mr. Truitt started recording the encounter on Facebook Live. In the video, Officer Daugherty can be heard ordering Mr. Truitt to put his car in park and exit the vehicle. Mr. Truitt does not comply, but keeps his hands in the air throughout the encounter. Officer Daugherty would eventually pull Mr. Truitt out of his vehicle and placed him in handcuffs.
Huh? Can you tell me what I did wrong?
Okay. Shut your car off.
What I do wrong?
Shut your car off.
Come on, shoot me.
Shut your car off.
He wanna shoot me.
Got a gun?
Where?
Gun.
Where?
Shut the car
Where?
off.
Where? My hand in the air.
Shut the car off. Shut
Nah,
the car
hey,
off.
come shut the car off. I ain't moving my hands. He trying to shoot me. He trying to shoot me.
Shut the car off.
Nah, I ain't moving. No, my hand in the air.
Shut the car off.
My hand in the air. My hand in the air. My hand in the air. My hand in the air.
Need units at Midland Heights.
My hand in the air. My hand in the air.
All you had to do is drive up.
What I was doing? What was I doing? What was I doing? My hand in the air. My hand in the air.
Failure to comply with the lawful
Shoot
order.
me. My hand in the
I'm
air.
not going to shoot you, but you're not going to move those hands.
My hand in the air. My hands in the air. You tell me to shut my car off so you can shoot me. Come on now. 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 Shoot me. Hey, get in your car.
I'm filming too.
Oh, it's in my name. It's registered. It's registered. Shoot me.
I'm filming too.
I'm filming. I ain't did nothing.
You failed to comply with a lawful order.
What
you
I
were
do?
told to leave the parking
I was
lot.
pulling off. I couldn't hit
You
his car.
come back.
I couldn't hit his car. How I come back? How did I come back?
You
Shoot.
never left the parking lot.
I just pulled up when they called me and told me, oh, we finna go to
Step
Jonesboro.
out.
We leaving from Jonesboro.
Step out the car.
Hey, I'm not putting I ain't touching that thing. He trying to shoot me. Hey, you come put it in
Step out
park.
the
You
car.
put it in park.
Step out the
What
car.
you pushing my hand for?
Step out the car.
What you pushing my hands for?
Hey.
What you pushing my hands for?
We're gonna hear it out there.
What you pushing my
Step out
hands
the car.
for? How can I step out the car? What you pushing my hands for? Come on now.
We're going to get out
Come
the
on
car
now.
one way or the other.
Hey, you gonna put it in park? I'm not, cause you trying to shoot me,
Step
bro.
out the
Come on.
car.
Put it in park for me. Yes, sir. Come
Put
on.
it out. Put
Come
it
on.
in park for you. How am I gonna put it in park?
I'm telling him to put it in park. I'm not talking to you. You trying to shoot. What you pushing my arms back for? What you pushing my arms back for? Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey, put it in park for me.
Get out. Get out the car. Turn over.
For what? For what? For what?
Turn over.
See, that's on live, right? And that gun in my
I
knife.
got a body cam on too. Get up.
I'm trying to see what you snatched me out the car for.
Get up.
Help me up.
Get under your feet.
Help me.
Get under your feet.
Come on, help me up.
Get under your feet.
Hey, Fat, get my phone.
Ed Truitt was arrested and taken to jail for gun possession, loitering, resisting arrest, and failure to comply. The department says no formal charges were ever filed. Mr. Truitt would tell the mainstream media that he did not listen to Officer Daugherty's orders because he was afraid that if he made any sudden movements, that the officer might discharge his weapon. I just knew not to move. I thought I was going to lose my life right then and there. I was scared for the first time in my life. The officer was like, "That's a failure to comply." But if I would have complied, I would have got killed. Chief James Smith of the Helena-West Helena Police Department said officers retrieved an assault rifle from Mr. Truitt's vehicle. However, Mr. Truitt would claim that the gun was not within reach at the time of the confrontation. Officer Terry Daugherty would be put on paid administrative leave pending the investigation into whether he used excessive force. The investigation determined Officer Daugherty violated several department policies, including use of force, arresting procedures, and body-worn video recordings. According to the chief's letter, Officer Daugherty turned off his body camera when he was booking and processing Mr. Truitt. Officer Terry Daugherty was fired on August 9th, 2019. While digging deeper into Officer Daugherty's past, I found that he was accused of using excessive force twice before. One incident was from August of 2018, and the other was from March of 2019.
He was given those Simon Says type of directions, because if you listen to it, he tells him to keep his hands in the air, but then he tells him to turn off the car. But then he still tells him to keep his hands in the air. So which means if at any point in time, if he would have stopped doing what he was initially doing, which was standing still, having his hands outside of the car and also recording, he would have been shot and killed.